Hello everyone, this is Redact. This game is called Suzerain. So last episode I think we locked away all the old guard, we had a purge of our government. Things are not going quite so well with the economy. Let's see how I can fix that in the next month I've got left. Right, so we've got to go and have a chat with what's-her-face. Let's do it and see. The thrum of the helicopter engine, the first of its kind in Sordland, was deafening as we touched down on the landing pad of the Antel Rock prison. I stepped out, bracing myself against the salty winds. The noise of the helicopter was replaced by that of squawking seabirds and waves furiously crashing on the jagged rocks below. Flanked by my guards, I walked into the Antel Rock prison. A team of security personnel led me through the winding corridors on the ground floor, past by rows of cells. I wondered how Livia was doing, and Walter. That wasn't who I was here to see. At the back of the building, we came to an elevator. The guards punched in a code, and we rode all the way to the top floor of the prison. Lilius had a corner cell with large windows overlooking the seaside. It's equipped with a comfortable-looking bed and a modest writing desk. She appeared to be busy writing letters as the guards opened the door to the room. Hello. Mr. President, what brings you all this way? Inmate 64498. Okay. Why did you kill him? You spent the entire time trying to undermine me. Why? Why did you kill him? We already knew the answer to that. I and my colleagues judge you to be a threat to Sordland. At the start of your term, we felt you were putting the country at risk as succumbing to outside influence. No, I was very strong against outside influence. What are you talking about? Without our interference, who knows what kind of radical change you would have brought. I'm the president and I wanted change. You can't disregard my will. They voted for me, the people. President doesn't always know best. I knew enough to get rid of you and your old guard chums. You're going to regret that. Sordland without solism is a ship without a rudder. Have you always been Sol's puppet? Or since you entered my cabinet? Lilius drew herself up, her back straight as a rod. Document Sol is a great man, with whom I share many ideals, but my decisions have always been my own, including the decision to sacrifice one man's life to save millions of Sordish people. Save them from what? Lilia's face darkened. Oh, you'll see. Sooner or later, the people will realize Sol was the best leader they'll ever have. I've had enough of this. Take the women's pens and paper away. They're too dangerous to have lying around. Yeah, take them away. Guards moved in and roughly grabbed Lily's writing materials off her desk. He looked unfazed. Thanks for the visit, Mr. President. I'm sure this isn't the last we'll see of each other. The guards relocked her cell door and escorted me away. On the way back to Whole Sword, I couldn't help thinking about what she said. How would I be remembered? As a genius. A genius, the greatest president the country's ever known. Military parade, excellent. It was an unusual day for the residents of Whole Sword. Regularly used streets and avenues were blocked off by military personnel. Many shops and cafes were closed, and once crowded stores were now empty. Instead, thousands of residents of Whole Sword were concentrated on one street, Victory Avenue, soon to be named Redact Avenue. Stretching out through the heart of Whole Sword, people on both sides of the road were waving their Swordish flags proudly for the military parade. I was getting prepared to embark on my trip. It's going to be a short drive down Victory Avenue until we reached the Maroon Palace. My company for this trip was Joseph, with Serge as usual, driving the presidential car. Joseph escorted me. He was wearing his decorated ceremony outfit, carried a sword with a goat head on a handle, and his pistol by his hip. He put on his cap. Mr. President, we are almost ready. We will depart right after the tank column. Is he going to betray me? Is he going to betray me? Good. Yusuf nodded. After hearing the loud thump of a book falling down to the floor, he turned to a couple of privates that were doing the preparations on the schedule, started walking in their direction. Private, can't you do your job properly? I watched the young soldiers perform a lousy salute to Yusuf. What is that, salute soldier? Watch! This is a real salute. He performed an excellent salute, and after scolding the privates, he walked back. Strict as ever. Old habits die hard. Serge appeared from the entrance and joined us. Mr. President. Mr. Lancia. Serge performed a salute to Yusuf, which made Yusuf smile under his moustache. At ease, Mr. Volkner. Are we ready to depart yet? Yes, sir. Please follow me. Started following Serge through the corridors. Mr. President, have you seen the tanks? Our planes, too. Remember, we'll be so scared when they see this. Don't think so. That is the plan. A great day, a great one, I'd say. My kids were very excited to wake up today, to see the planes fly. Serge, what did you do in your military service? Mourner, 7th Artillery Squadron. I still talk with many of my friends from those days. Camaraderie of military is never forgotten. I still talk with many from my days as well. What about you, sir? All over Sordland, Mr. President was under my command once. Gunrun outpost. He turned to me. Do you remember those days? Who can forget about Major Lancia? We called him the Relentless. Yes, I remember those. I always remember Mr. President did not like to execute direct orders from his superiors. It's in the past now. True. We are here, sir. We exited the building and walked over to the clearance where the black Cadillac, the presidential car, was waiting. It was decorated properly for the event, and the top canopy had been removed so I could stand and wave to the people. Oh, I'm going to get shot in the head, aren't I? On the way to the car, generals and admirals were lined up on both sides of the carpet. The atmosphere immediately changed when these experienced men who had fought many times for their country saluted me. I saluted back with respect. I entered the car and Serge started the engine. Yusuf saluted me. We were on our way shortly. Good luck, Mr. President. Why is he saying good luck to me? Car started rolling. Even though there were many walls and trees in between the car and the crowd, I was able to hear the deafening sounds of cheering Sordid citizens. Gradually, we made our way to the starting point. A couple of old propeller planes flew over our heads, and I thought whether the planes were older than me. Loud footsteps of the marching soldiers were followed by loud noises coming from the tank engines. Tanks came into my view. They were top-of-the-line modern battle tanks. Their shining armour under the sun invigorated national pride. We waited for a few minutes for the announcement. Finally, it was our turn. On both sides of the Victory Avenue, there were numerous citizens cheering my name, waving their sworded flags. Cheering my name! Salute, wave, raise your fist. Wave at them. Looking at the benches where the general staff was sitting, I saw Tarquin Sol sitting next to General Vulcan. In this distance, it was hard to tell, but he tipped his hat off to me. I could swear he was smiling. We kept our slow and steady pace. We were almost at Artur S. Vici statue several hundred meters away. A group of soldiers saluted me as we passed by. They looked proud and stout in the new infantry uniforms and their brand new rifles. Convoy continued. Why did the music change? Why did the music change? Oh, fuck. The convoy continued. As I looked around and saw that there was a military truck parked next to the statue in the distance. Hey, Serge, is that truck part of the parade? I think so, Mr. President, although I'm not sure why it's parked. We continued to near the statue. The truck was standing in the middle of the road, blocking the parade a few dozen meters in front of us. What's going on? Do you see the truck? I don't know, sir. Something's wrong. His jaw was clenched and he was intensely watching. Serge picked up the radio. Seems to be a truck in the way. Is this part of the sked? 3 men who jumped out of the truck started running towards our car. They were holding AK-74s, pointing direct at us. Reverse, get down there, you're going to shoot. Surge, floor it now. Oh my goodness, what do I do? Should we go... Reverse, get down there, going to shoot. Surge, reverse the car at full speed and ducked. Duck down. I ducked down as fast as I could. Started firing and my ears started ringing. I could hear the bullets impacting the car as we reversed and hit a roadblock behind us. There was complete silence followed by screams from the crowd. There was a muffled sound from the front seat. Surge, what just happened? Brief gunfight ensued outside as the police and soldiers rushed over to secure the vehicle. Sir, are you alright? No, Surge, I won't be fine until they pay for what they've done. I'm fine. Are you injured? I shall ask about him. He pat himself down. No injuries, sir, thank God. Emergency medical teams arrived and started examining me and Surge. Confirming we had no injuries, I stood up and took a look around. The car was dotted with bullet holes. The bodies of dead gunmen were in front of it. It's a miracle that no one died. Well, the dead gunman died. Holy shit! Oh wow, that could have gone terribly wrong. It's that fucking... I survived the assassination attempt at the military parade. It's that Soul guy. It's his fault. I'm going to... Oh, I'm very angry now. Read the parade report. Joseph Lancia reported the military personnel who were involved with the parade organisation. Security checks have been put under custody until further notice. Interior opens investigation into assassination attempt. With judiciary approval, Ministry of the Interior has opened an investigation into the recent assassination attempt. Police forces and private detectives have been deployed. Higher security measures have been put in place to avoid any future attempt. How dare they do this to me? How dare they come after me? They will be severely punished. Attention all citizens in the greater Holsword region. After the assassination attempt on President Rain today, the city of Holsword and all nearby cities have been put under immediate lockdown. Temporary security measures will be taken while the investigations are underway. Please remain in your homes and report any suspicious behaviour to the police. Do your duty for your country. President visits ex-Minister Graf in prison. What was behind President Rain's visit to former Interior Minister Lilias Graf in prison? Shortly after Rain and his anti-corruption police unfairly jailed Miss Graf in the assassination of a notorious communist, Bernard Serkis, the President made a personal helicopter trip in order to visit her cell. Was it to question her further, cut a deal with her for early release, or simply rub salt in her wounds? One thing is for certain, following this development, our President cannot be trusted. 3 shot trying to kill Rain. 3 assassins have been killed today after an attempt on President Rain's life. During the much-anticipated military parade, attackers were seen jumping out of a military truck with Ka-74s as the President's car was passing by. In the middle of thousands of innocent people, they aimed at the President. A citywide search has begun to find the connections of the assailants, as the Holsword police is at high alert. President Rain was seen shaken by the incident as he was moved to hospital in an ambulance. Was he? Shocker! Graf found guilty of treason and jailed. Government goings-on is a whole lot more interesting as Interior Minister Lanius Graf, one of Sordland's most prominent conservatives, whose support was widely thought to have gotten President Rain elected, was thrown in jail for co-conspiring to assassinate author and MP Bernard Serkis at the start of Rain's term. Investigation by the Anti-Corruption Police, a new task force founded by Rain, headed up by Justice Minister Nia Morgner, revealed Graf's role in the plot. She has been sentenced to life. Who in the Rain administration will be next to go? Well, we shall see, won't we? Attempt to murder Rain fails. President Rain's life has been threatened today during a military parade. 3 men with rifles jumped out of a truck and began shooting at the President's car. Thankfully, the attempt failed. Government officials are warning everyone to go back to their homes as investigations are now underway. Truly, this has been a scary day for Sordland and a close call for President Rain. How dare they? There will be severe punishment. Who is behind the assassination attempt? How is it even possible in the middle of a military parade surrounded by tanks, jets and thousands of soldiers? 3 assassins jumped out of a military truck in an attempt to kill Rain. How could this even happen? This has to be an inside job, period. There is simply no other way that could justify assassins jumping out of a military truck during a parade. President Rain better be more careful with who he trusts from now on. Yeah. It was convenient that other guy didn't join us in the car, isn't it? What's his face? Lancia, or whatever he's called. No matter what, a president is a president. Rain is the democratically elected head of our country. An attack on him means an attack on democracy. And Sordland. We hope the reasons behind this attack is found with haste, so we could get some answers. Indeed. I will be getting answers. Anything else? No news? Nothing? Nothing's been updated. Law. Oppression. Yeah, this came up early. Human rights. Yeah, can't really do much about that. Organised crime. Experienced recruits. National security breached. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Will of the state. I am the state. President Redact is the state. There is nothing but me. I command everyone. Everyone does as I say. No one will disobey me. They wouldn't dare. Okay. Still got some money. I could take that and put it in my wealth, couldn't I? Yes. World leaders gather at Alliance of Nations. Calling for a session on the current affairs, world leaders will be gathering at the Alliance of Nations next week. The main highlights from the upcoming agenda were announced and expected they would be around the current issues in Eastern Merkopa. In addition to the member states from the region, President Walker and Chairman Malenev will be delivering their speeches at the Assembly. All eyes will turn to Constantium, Beirut, as the historic session will be taking place at the Alliance of Nations headquarters. Read the report. See the schedule for the upcoming Alliance of Nations. According to the dates outlined, Sordland 1 is being prepared for flight. Minister of Foreign Affairs, David, will also be attending the session. Okay. So how it's going to end. Bomb on the plane. We're going to leave the episode here. I think the next event will be a little bit long. So I'm just... So this is Future Redact. The next event, which is the whatever it was, the United Nations or whatever, it went through a little bit long. So I'm going to end this episode here, and next episode will be the entirety of at least the first session at the United Nations or the Alliance of Nations or whatever they call it in this game. So sorry if this particular episode is a little bit shorter than usual, but I just didn't want to put in a 50-minute episode. So I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back next time. Take care, everyone.